Hey everyone! So today we got pretty much max tech, got our final defense sniper towers, we will pick up artillery, maybe a barrage at some point for some random mines, but really, we have the same tech as everyone else. As far as this base goes, I think it's the best, and most of these bunkers, actually no, every single bunker has bombers in it. One, because this is a pretty good base against lasers already, and bombers of course are the best counter for seekers. So we'll try a few attacks and see what happens. And so far, I think it's been a pretty fun end meta. Our main damage troops have been lasers and bombers, and that's what we're using for the most part. We'll also use the Muka in this hit, and this is a different style base, so maybe we can go initially from the right side, later do a flare on this side, and then just super warriors for here. Can do maybe 3 rifles and could do 4 lasers. Go ahead, take a Muka on this side. Since this bunker has a laser, we can probably do a critter initially. Make sure we got shield going. And then we'll hit these engines from this side. So starting over here, get pretty much everyone going. We'll do 1 critter and 1 shock, 1 shield. And that first serum is really just to speed everyone up. We do want to kill both of these engines, and then we'll throw on the top side. Can go ahead, do 1 more critter. And even now start the flare, because we can keep the Muka back to finish off this engine. Otherwise the rockets are a bit annoying. We'll do a defib on this side with maybe 1 shield, and maybe 1 final serum. Still bring a Muka up on this side eventually, but now on the bottom we can save some GB, go ahead and do 1 super warrior, 1 defib, and 1 serum. In fact, most of those guys are already on the right side, so we'll just do the Muka on the left. This one should go down, we'll serum that 1 boat right here. And just hope the Muka gets there. 1 critter on this side, other engines are looking okay. But that's just how strong the Muka is. You can flare her wherever you want, and getting a 258. Was still kind of a messy hit, not really what we planned, but it ended up working out. Luckily still getting a win, but taking a look one more time, maybe we'll do something a bit different, but still do like 3 clones, 3 lasers, and Muka on the right side. But after this engine and the bunker goes down, then we just do a flare, because then we can delay 1 bomber to finish this one off, and the Muka is already on this spot to kill the other engines. So whenever there is a new base, just taking a look and thinking what to do better next time. And another big highlight of this season was these cool abilities, especially Serum and Defib, because that makes it really fun, fast meta. Sometimes too fast for other people, but I think it's okay balance. But this is this style base where, well, it doesn't really matter what's in this bunker because we can just do 1 bomber on this side with 1 shock, and take mainly lasers over here. Can maybe do 2 rifles, 3 lasers. Not sure if we need 4 lasers. It'll be a bit safer, but no, I think 2 clones is fine. This bunker has bombers, so don't have to worry. And these ones, well, we'll do a defib towards the back later on. But right now, dropping everyone, with the Muka, everything but the 1 bomber. As Kavan goes in the middle, we can go ahead and do a shield. Get that going right now. And not really much else just now. Go ahead and flare this rocket, 1 shock on that shock launcher. Because as I get there, we can drop that bomber. Keep on doing a few speed serums, get that going. Always gotta remember to shock this boom cannon, do that right now. And we did 1 defib on this side, but can go ahead and do 1 final one. Otherwise get 1 more serum going. Save some GB for this left. 1 super warrior with 1 defib, get that going. And now just save for 1 more serum. Maybe get that in a few seconds. Do you want to flare the Muka down this side? And those lasers, they're not too many, but should still get it down. This side looks okay, so 1 final serum. Really the same hit we did last time, but getting around 3 minute time. I think it was missing a grappler, but most times on that base, it doesn't really affect this hit. Here we got a secret player, which hopefully our bombers in every single bunker should help out. Now, a lot of times on this base, I like taking Muka only on the right side, but looks like he really wants to defend that. So we can try something else out. Just looking at these bunkers again, this one looks like bombers. Makes sense for him too, because if you're a secret player, you want to stop other secret guys. Because the bunkers are kind of over here, we'll try using a bunch of super warriors and defib around these engines. Because like the old style hits, we're going to do defibs on either side, so it should be enough distraction. Otherwise our loadout can be 3 rifles, 3 lasers, and 2 bombers, one of them being a Muka, and try it out. Do something like this. The rifle is going everywhere, 1 bomber on the left, 1 Muka on the right side, and Kavan on the right too. Not gonna do the shield because we kinda want rifles to die pretty fast. And just waiting a bit of time for those rifles to die. Not doing any serums just yet, but after a few seconds, now we can start them. We'll actually do 1 art on this side and use super warriors, get the defibs going, 1 more on this side, shocking that critter launcher, and even a serum on the right side. We'll do the left too, 1 more shock in the shock launcher, those super warriors putting in some good work, 1 more on the left side with some critters, and then pretty soon, 1 more serum. I guess the Muko can flare there too, but really everything. Now that we have artillery, just spam it on the last engine. So a little bit faster than a non-secret base, but for the most part, we're kind of hoping that he doesn't finish. But we're still gonna get the win. And another big highlight of this season is Super Warriors. Because this is, I think maybe the first or second time that we have Super Warriors, with them being affected by troop health and troop damage. So Super Warriors with 130 troop damage and speed serum, you can take a whole engine down with just that. But here we have this kind of base, kind of like the one we're running. And we'll go from the left side. Now we like just 2 rifles, 4 lasers, 2 bombers. Still checking what's in these bunkers. Looks like bombers on this side. If there's a bunker with a bomber here, we'll do 1 defib at some point. But because there isn't, can just do Super Warriors. Well, actually, we'll still do a defib to distract that grappler. And then at some point, flare on the left side. So get the rifles going, get Kavan and the lasers. We'll do 1 barrage early for those mines. Shield followed by a serum. Maybe a few Super Warriors right now. Now the left one because have some clones dying. Even arting the pack of 3 mines. Guess we'll do 1 more Super Warrior, should get all of that junk down. And as we clear a bit more, starting serums left and right. I like first flaring a building here if there is one, so we'll wait till a sniper goes down. And as soon as it does, do 1 more flare on this side. Get a defib going to distract some more buildings. And now just waiting for some more GBE. Really want a serum ASAP, but got the Super Warriors putting in some good work. Once you clear some more mines, we'll flare the Muka over here. That bunker is annoying and I don't know where Kavan is. But we're getting that one down. And we'll do 1 final serum. We did lose about half our lasers, but getting a sort of okay time. And like we said yesterday, we're doing these attacks because they're what work for us. So if you find one that works for you, just stick to it and you can make a good push. Here we got this kind of base, pretty similar to us, but this one has a bunker on this side. Looks like a bomber too. This one looks like a bomber. Should be the same on this side. And we'll do everyone from the left. This one you don't really have to worry, but once you flare up there, we'll do 1 shot on those 2 rockets. Could be really annoying. And now that we have barrage and art, well, maybe just using 1 more barrage like over here. So starting on this side, with the rifles, bombers, Kavan, and then a few lasers. I like doing serum a bit late, so waiting a few seconds, popping that right now. And as we lose some clones, then we can do Super Warriors. So waiting maybe a few more seconds, now get those going. Another Super Warrior on this side, so 3 total. And before we forget, 1 barrage on this side. Let everything go for a bit more. Do serums on either side right now. And get the flare going. In fact, we can do 1 shock already over here. As I go up there, one final shock on this side. And now just waiting a few more seconds, we'll do a defib on this side. And now just desperately want that serum. Sucks we don't have any more super warriors here, so waiting a few more seconds, trying to spam it. But as soon as we get it done, we'll flare the Muka to this last engine. And shouldn't be too bad of a time. Because all these engines die, actually all 4 around the same time, and 259. And it does get pretty crazy towards the end, but still doing that flare and popping the abilities at the right places, right times, can get you those wins. And also another star of the show I think is the Muka. We did have all 3 Zuka squad leaders this season, and the Muka being just like a bomber, but you can flare independently, and does more damage, and clears mines. So I think all of these together made it just a really fun season. But here we do have this space, which you can try mainly from the left side. Get maybe, I think still 3 clones. Well, we can try 4 lasers, but we do want something here. Now we'll do 2 clones, 4 lasers, and then just 1 bomber on this side. Otherwise, everything over here, and eventually just a bunch of flares. These bunkers look like they just have bombers, so don't really gotta worry. So starting on this side, get the rifles going Kavan, get the lasers and Muka, bomber on this side. And we'll do a shield right away with maybe 1 serum, with shock on that shock launcher. 1 barrage for some mines over here. Even got some lasers on this side, which we can do a critter for. And then maybe just 1 super warrior on this side with 1 more shock. Really just keep on doing serums on this side. Here we'll do 1 defib, those bombers should get that engine down. Kind of waiting a bit, saving for some more serums, and get this Mukas to speed up. Get 1 more serum on this side, and really it's just keep on moving everything over here. Defib to distract some more stuff, our GBE is looking good. So we'll do 1 more super warrior, and just flare the Muka all the way towards the back. Maybe shocking a critter launcher and machine gun. But that Muka coming in clutch, already hitting that engine, this one dying for lasers. It is cool we faced all these different kind of bases, but our last one over here, getting around 3 minutes. So I think we had a good run, and with all those attacks, should finally get us to legend. We can get that chest. Especially after yesterday, still doing the same old laser hits, and for the most part, using the Muka along with most other troops. Even if we wanted something, wouldn't really get anything. Sure, medkit is some offense, but we already have so many abilities, don't really want to mess up how it looks. But again, those are the attacks that work for us, and let me know how it does for you. And that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.